Welcome to the final phase of your journey in the Expanding My First Scenario course. You've made remarkable progress by creating a dynamic scenario that captures weather data each morning. Along the way, you've explored modules, mapped out content, and incorporated filters to enhance functionality. As you prepare to wrap up this course, our focus shifts to mastering the decision-making process of when to execute modules individually or as part of a larger sequence. Understanding these nuances will empower you to optimize your scenarios effectively. Let's dive into this last essential topic together. Let's dive into what happens when you choose to run your scenario once. Imagine pressing the Run Once button as a manual kickoff of your weather data collection routine. When you initiate this action, the system begins by accepting your request and waits for a moment as it connects to the server. Once the connection is established, your scenario gets to work. It starts by collecting up-to-date weather information. This process is efficiently managed, and the scenario's journey progresses through a series of clearly defined steps. It begins with initialization, goes through the necessary operations, and concludes with finalization. At each step, you'll be able to ensure everything is operating smoothly by reviewing the log updates. These logs capture the key moments of the scenario, from the acceptance of your request to the completion of the run. This process not only enables you to gather data, but also provides insights into the precise workings of your automated system. When you choose the Run Once option, your entire scenario is set into motion. This feature is designed to execute the process you've built, retrieving weather data and directing it through one of the paths you've created. It's important to understand that the number of operations can vary based on the filters applied in your scenario. Typically, running it once might involve 2 operations. However, with certain filters, you might only need a single operation. This flexibility allows you to customize and optimize how data is managed, ensuring efficiency in how resources are utilized. When you choose to run once, your source module springs into action. Suppose you're fetching weather data. The module reaches out to gather detailed information from your specified location, let's say London. Imagine receiving a comprehensive package of data or an output bundle which includes key weather details such as temperature, sunrise and sunset times, and weather conditions like cloud cover. This information is crucial for making informed decisions based on current weather scenarios. It provides you with a snapshot of the environment, tailored to your needs, enhancing your ability to plan and react effectively. When you select Run Once, the data you've mapped moves through a process called routing. This means it's directed to one or more modules for further processing. Initially, the data hits the top module where a filter is applied. Think of this filter as a checkpoint. If the data doesn't meet certain criteria, it doesn't proceed. This ensures only relevant information moves forward, improving efficiency. Once past the filter, if eligible, the data continues to the next module. In our example, the data does meet the criteria and is successfully passed along. This structured flow not only streamlines operations, but also maintains data integrity throughout the process. When you choose Run Once, you're mapping specific data from the source bundle to a Google Sheets module. Though you might have numerous items available, we're focusing on just 4 for this instance. These selected data points will appear in the Make Foundation Use Case Google Sheet, allowing you to see the immediate impact of your mapping choices. Running this scenario will typically use 1 operation. However, if it meets the required filter criteria, it will use 2 operations instead. This efficient use of resources ensures that only relevant data is processed, keeping your operations streamlined and purposeful. When you select Run Once, you're essentially testing a scenario to ensure everything functions as expected before finalizing it. The process begins when your request is accepted and the system waits for a response from the server. Once the scenario is initiated, it goes through a series of steps to execute the tasks you've set up. After all actions are completed, the scenario is finalized, marking the end of this test run. It's important to pay attention to the scenario log. This log captures each stage of the process, helping you verify that everything executed correctly. In case something goes wrong, any errors will be clearly indicated in red, allowing you to quickly identify and address issues. Keeping an eye on these logs is crucial for troubleshooting and ensuring the smooth operation of your scenario. When you're almost ready with your scenario and want to test it out, selecting Run Once is a great option. This allows you to see how your setup performs without committing to repeated or scheduled runs. In the example shown, the initial run consumed a mere 2 operations, helping you pinpoint any potential issues early on. However, as your scenario grows in complexity, the operational cost increases. Each subsequent run might consume up to 6 operations. This could quickly add up, especially if the scenario isn't fully optimized or is still under development. It's key to remember that certain elements within your scenario, such as routers, do not add to your operation count. This can be a strategic advantage when designing your processes. By testing and refining as you go, using Run Once helps ensure your scenario is efficient and effective before full deployment. Always be mindful of the operation count and optimize wherever possible to maintain efficiency. Let's explore another smart way to utilize the Run Once function. Imagine you have a scenario where you need to transfer data between Airtable and Google Sheets, but just this once. This might happen when you're migrating a data set or updating a report for a one-time analysis. By selecting Run Once, you can complete this transfer efficiently without setting up a recurring schedule. This not only saves time, but also ensures you don't use unnecessary operations. In this scenario, the modules involved seamlessly gather all specified records from Airtable and transfer them into your designated Google Sheet. This approach simplifies one-time tasks and keeps your workflow lean and effective, enhancing productivity without added complexity. To optimize the efficiency of your operations, it's beneficial to utilize certain functions that minimize unnecessary actions. One effective approach is leveraging the ability to run an individual module. By simply right-clicking on a module and selecting Run this module only, you can evaluate specific segments without executing the entire scenario. This is particularly advantageous when working with a source module. Here it allows you to examine the incoming data bundle, ensuring accuracy before proceeding. Additionally, it provides a clear view of your output bundle, helping you to streamline your processes and conserve resources. This targeted testing method ensures you're working as efficiently as possible. Let's explore how disabling routes can optimize your testing process. When working with large scenarios, each operation can add up quickly, which might impact your efficiency. To manage this, you can disable specific routes between modules. This allows you to test portions of your scenario without processing every step, saving on operations. To disable a route, simply right-click on the connection between modules and select Disable Route. You'll see the icon change, indicating that no data will pass through that path anymore. This technique is particularly useful when you need to focus on troubleshooting or developing certain parts of your scenario, providing a more streamlined and controlled testing environment. Remember, once you're ready to proceed with full testing, ensure you re-enable the routes. When working with large scenarios, it's important to manage the number of operations used during testing. Disabling routes can help simplify and focus your tests. For instance, in the current scenario, executing a Run Once will only consume 5 operations. This efficiency allows you to test components quickly without unnecessary overhead. If you're looking to further optimize, consider disabling multiple routes. This technique lets you hone in on specific parts of your scenario, ensuring that only the essential operations are carried out. However, Don't forget to re-enable those routes when you're set for a comprehensive test. Simply right-click and choose to enable the route again. By managing your routes effectively, you can maintain control over your testing process, saving time and resources while ensuring thorough checks. Congratulations on completing Unit 5. You've covered essential concepts that will empower you in your tasks. Let's recap what you've learned. First, the Run Once function is a handy tool for testing scenarios without fully integrating them into your workflow. It helps you experiment without a significant operational cost. Next, understanding operations usage is crucial. It ensures you manage resources efficiently, optimizing the number of processes you run. We've also explored how disabling and enabling routes can dramatically cut down operational costs during testing phases. This technique lets you focus on specific areas without unnecessary expenditures. Lastly, generating a single bundle streamlines the deployment process, making it both efficient and effective. With these skills in your toolkit, you're well prepared for the final unit of this course. Keep up the great work, and remember to mark this task as complete. Ready for the next steps? Let's keep moving forward.